standings. But there is still a light at the end of the tunnel. There are still 6 more games left on the season. But today and Saturday are 2 very tough competitions. Today, it is at Holy Cross, who sits with a record of 3-0 in the conference. On Saturday, it's going to be Olivet Nazarene, who is 3-0 on the conference. Our Jaguars? Well, our Jaguars are sitting at 1-2-1. But if there's one thing I know about a Coach Eggert coach soccer team, is he will get everything that he needs out of his players to be successful. Coming into this, we've got, well, let's take a look at our keys to the game. First off, point number 1, here and now. As I just told you, there's 6 games left on the season. 2 of them are extremely important because they're against undefeated top teams. But right now, we got to play the here and now. Holy Cross is here. They are now. That is who we worry about. Number 2, aggressiveness. Jaguars have been picking up their pace, picking up their speed, and playing highly aggressive on the field. It has drawn a few yellow cards, but it has still been their big plus over their last couple games. Lastly, minimize the fouls. We have had yellow cards, as I have stated. Holy Cross is very well known for its yellow cards as well as its red cards. I noticed a couple players that actually have 4. You get a 5th red card, you're out of the game, or you are suspended for a game. It looks like they're almost about to get ready up here. So what we're going to do is I'm going to step away. We're going to send it to Phil, and he's going to deal with the introductions and the national anthem. I'll catch you on the other side of the introductions.
The master's program in biology here at Governor State is a really good entry point for students trying to pursue graduate education in biology.
Our classes aren't just a lecture. You're actually involved in doing biology.
We have a small field station on the south end of our campus, a building and several lakes dedicated to research projects if students would like to utilize those.
You're involved in live projects, even if you're getting course credit for it.
Governor State, for its size and accessibility, opens up, I think, a very wide range of opportunities that many people, unfortunately, are not aware of.
And now the starting lineups. First for Holy Cross, the goalkeeper. Number 1, Isaiah Rubio. Number 2, Diego Blunt. Number 3, Nathan Sanchez. Number 5, Diego Martinez. Number 8, Tristan Alfaro. Number 10, Issa Saeed. Number 11, Lay Luklik. Number 12, Daniel Alfaro. Number 15, Cesar Vela. Number 16, Dominic Castillo. And rounding out the lineup, number 18, Xavier Fox. The head coach is Omar Gallo, assisted by Joe Zambrano and Gabe Nyinka. Now for the home team on the scoreboard, the Governor State University Jaguars. The goalkeeper from Argentina, senior, number 0, Matias Gallego. From Wichita, Kansas, number 3, Zaid Sabai. From Italy, number 4, Gabriel Naselli. From Hungary, number 8, Martin Barambas. From Togo, number 9, Jeffrey Agbuku. From Ecuador, number 11, Joan Gallardo. From Australia, number 16, Cassidy Schlesinger. Number 18, Dimitri Coemo. From Austria, number 21, Alex Burkhart. From Venezuela, number 22, Abraham James. And rounding out the lineup from Ecuador, number 23, Jose Antonio. The head coach is Matt Agert, associate head coach Juan Soto, assistant coach Fibo Arriaga. The officials are David Avigon, Eduardo Cruz, and Peter Carpentier. Welcome to the Sportsplex. This is Governor State University men's soccer.
All right, we thank Phil Smith for the starting lineups as well as the national anthem. We're going to get underway here shortly. I'm Mark Robert, bringing you today's action for men's soccer. Governor State Jaguars. Jaguars are in their typical all-white home uniforms, orange numbers, white socks, shorts, and tops. Holy Cross comes in looking just like the villain. All black, white lettering, black socks, white trim on the shorts. Jaguars will be going right to left on your screen, of course, which is north to south. Right now, the wind is blowing due south on this field, so they're going to have the wind at their back for the moment. We have finally got soccer fall weather out here today. If you saw during the pregame as well as the introductions, it looked really bright on the field, and it is. There's not a single cloud in the sky, but it is only 63 degrees out here in Crown Point at the Crown Point Sportsplex, where we do all our home games. If you haven't watched one of our games on this field, first off, what the heck are you doing? You should be tuning in. But this is a beautiful facility. They've got 2 large soccer fields. They've got 5 baseball diamonds, and behind us they also have an indoor soccer facility. So Holy Cross is getting this underway, and we are underway. Holy Cross comes in here with a 3-0 record in the conference. Their overall record is only 6-4, but that doesn't really mean much on their talent, skill, or ability. Coach Eggert does the same thing at the beginning of the season, where they play some very high-ranked teams. We have a player down, number 12. Clock is still ticking. They haven't stopped it yet. But that's Daniel Alfaro down on the ground. He's rubbing his head. He may have bounced his head off the turf. This is a artificial turf. It's all concrete underneath there. Most of these artificial turf fields do have a small layer of padding, but the padding under there is probably about the same thickness as what's under the carpeting in your own home. So Jaguars in control here at the moment. Holy Cross showing a lot more height on the field than the Jaguars. Jaguars trying to spread out. Number 16, Cruz, kicking it up to the front line. Jaguars going to try to take it back the other way. Nice defense, nice control by the Jaguars at the moment. No foul by the ref. Umbuko hitting the ground there on that. Wondering why there was no penalty. Gallardo. Jaguars bringing it deep to their end. Antonio puts it down the far side of the pitch, out of bounds. So Holy Cross trying to control the ball. Jaguars, nice defense out in the middle midfield. Gallardo showing his speed again. Last week during our game against Judson, Gallardo was showing some amazing speed on the field. Means these players are getting very comfortable. Eggert lost a lot of players last year to graduation, as well as to some of the bigger schools, meaning Division 3. This is the one thing when you are a soccer whisperer like Coach Eggert. Coach Eggert always seems to get the most out of his players and turns strong, skilled players into better and stronger skilled players. And unfortunately, the Division 3 teams look in on that and go, why, thank you very much for the training. Coach Eggert this year bringing in a large new contingent of players. Looks like it's going to be a free kick for Holy Cross. It's either going to be Sanchez or Martinez. They're both standing there. Martinez runs away, so it looks like it's going to be Sanchez. Sanchez puts it up towards the net, way off to the right, kicked out of there, punched out of there by Gallego. So Holy Cross will get control. No, I'm sorry, Jaguar. Whoop. So it looks like our goalie, Gallego, will put it into play. Gallego, I believe, is in a new color. Jaguars in front of the net trying to get some sort of move. Holy Cross bumped it off to the right, rolled out. Unfortunately, Jaguars were the last one to touch it with 40 minutes left in this first half. So Rubio going to put this into play. Interesting setup for Holy Cross. Pretty much all teams, when you're on the bench, you are sitting on the bench. Every single Holy Cross player is standing, hands behind their back, being held by their waist, and every single one of them has the neon color replacement jersey over their game uniform. So Rubia, he's going to put it into play. You got Nabucco and number 18, Dimitri Coemo in there. Eggert did bring up a couple new players on the team, or a couple players. One of them being number 18, Dimitri Coemo. Out of bounds. It is Holy Cross ball. Holy Cross Saints put it into play. It's going to go. No. That ball had its own eyes. It just kind of danced right down the out of bounds line. So Jaguars throw the ball in. James throwing it in. Barambas with the ball. Jaguars got in the corner. They saved it. Almost rolled out of bounds. Good to have Abraham James back on the field. Abraham James is probably one of the fastest soccer players I have ever seen in the CCAC. Out front, amazingly no call for offsides. Jaguars bring it back to midfield, trying to work out some movement. Heading out to the far side of the pitch, intercepted by the Saints. Saints coming up the line. Lulick, full charge. He's wide open for the net. Stopped by Gallego. Nice stop by Gallego. Number 11, Lulick had wide open. He had beat his Jaguar defender and had a wide open spot. Interesting that he shot it to the left side of the net because the right side was totally wide open, and Gallego was pretty much laying on the ground to defend that ball. Saints, deep kick down the line. 3 white jerseys converge on it. James has it on the far side. James sending it up to Coemo. Coemo and the goalie for Holy Cross, Rubia, they both collide. I saw Dimitri Coemo, his legs pretty much just went out. Clock stopped at 35:57, but Coemo's feet went right out from under him, and he almost went parallel. From what I could see, Rubio kind of almost did the same thing. Clock is stopped at 35:57. They have not called the trainer out yet. The trainer is sitting here ready to go. If trainer gets called, we will go to a commercial break, but it looks like Rubio is up, moving. Both players shake hands, saying no harm, no foul. I was so worried about the collision. I don't know if there was a foul called on that, and if so, who? Yep. Our statisticians here also have said that there was no foul call. It was just incidental contact, or maybe we should say very incidental contact. I want to thank our stat guys up here, Mark Johnson and Dean Jennings. Phil Smith in the booth with the PA and our announcements. I'm Mark Roberts, your broadcaster today. Anala Bruce Rose is on camera. Back in the studio, we kind of got a double bill today on the directing. We've got Danny Chang and we've got Chris Edwards working together. This is a student broadcast, and we're going to get Danny set up to do her own game on Friday. Hopefully you'll tune in. The women's soccer play on Friday at 7 o'clock, a late night game. But hopefully you'll tune in. And then I don't want to forget Will Stennis, also assisting, our production assistant, and Randall, our engineer. Randall Spriggs on engineering today. All our sports broadcasts are done by students. We do have a couple staff members that are there to help and direct the students in the right direction. These are people, hopefully we will be, they will get the chance to forget us little people at some point when they move on to bigger and better things. So, free kick from the Jaguars. It's Nasoli, puts it into play, kicks it way off left, but looked like it was planned to do that. trying to get it over to Umbuko, and he got up there, got his head on it, but just didn't get in the right direction. And the ball is out of bounds. And they called offsides, which I knew that was coming. Probably one of the worst rules in sports, the offsides in soccer. Okay, so Saints going to put it into play. Nice long kick, nice drive into the wind. As we told you earlier, the wind is blowing due south, flags are straight out, and the wind has not let up at all today. Out of bounds, out of play, and out of the fence. Somebody will have to chase that one down. Jaguars putting it into play. I believe Blount. Unfortunately, my lettering's a little smeared, but I think number. Speaking of Blount, he's right there. Nice quick movement by the Holy Cross Saints. They do some beautiful passing and moving. Player down. Stop the clock at 32:49. Yellow card. Blount was pleading the case, but we're not really sure who received the yellow card. So the clock is stopped at 32:49. Number 21, Alex Burkhart, he's back up on his feet. It's going to be a free kick. Jaguars setting up, trying to see who's in there. Thought maybe Schlesinger was going to take the kick, but he walked away. And unfortunately, I cannot see the number. The front jersey numbers are so small. Towards the net. Blocked. Rubio goes horizontal. Tips that ball off to the left. It will now be a corner kick for the Jaguars. Or where do you? No, I'm sorry. It's a throw-in. That was Schlesinger. Jaguars trying to fight it in their area. Rubio grabs it out of the sky. Plays that ball better than a Chicago Cubs center fielder. It's going to be Saints ball. Out of bounds on the far side of the pitch. Put it into play. Jaguars defend it nicely out of there. Nice little back kick. Jaguars jumping on it. And out of bounds. It'll be Saints ball. So far, it seems like the Jaguars are playing aggressive as they have the last couple games. Starting to feel real confident out on the pitch. Jaguars just going to kick it. Thought they, from my angle, it looked like they were about to kick it out of bounds, but they didn't. Saints put it deep. James grabs that ball, puts it into play very fast. Out of bounds, though, already. It'll now be the Saints. Here comes Blount on the near side. He puts it out front to number 11. Lulick trying to chase that ball down. It was just a little too far in front of him. Out in front of the net. In front of the net. Another nice save by Gallego. Alfaro again, a Saints player, wide open net. Gallego again on the ground. Oh, it was almost like a mirror image of the last shot that almost put the Saints up 1-0. Why they are not getting the ball up and off the ground. From my view, they had not kicked it, and Gallego was laying on the ground and could have just put it right up and over him. Blount blings it in, sends it up. Gallego going to grab it. Blount charging, hoping that Gallego would have made a mistake. The mistake for Blount is thinking Gallego would make a mistake. He is so sure-handed in that net, as he just proved a few times with shots today. Umbuko. On the far side, Umbuko trying to put it in front of the net. Rubio, easy stop on that one. Right now, Jaguars have had 3 shots on goal, 2 for the Saints. We've already discussed those 2 shots from the Saints. It's also 4-2 with the Jaguars lead with shots. We've got 1 yellow card for the Saints.
For Holy Cross, number 20, Nicholas.
So number 20 is in the game. Pierre 2. James sending it up the far side. Nice grab by the Saints coming around the side. Saints have definitely been showing a little more speed than the Jaguars out here. The Saints have also been having a strong passing game where the Jaguars deal with an individual run. Back line stops that ball for the Saints. Out of bounds, out of play, and out of the park. So it's going to be James's ball, or is it? Nope. Yep, it is James. For some reason, James didn't want to touch it. He waited for one of the Saints players to tip it to him, running a few beats off the clock. Ball out of bounds. It's going to be the Saints' ball. No, check that. I'm sorry. It's the Jaguars. Not sure what they're doing. We got 1 ball sitting out in the middle of the field, and then there we go. That's off the field, and Gallego puts it in the corner for the corner kick. Puts it in front of the net, a little too far over the net. And out of bounds, there's argument to say that it's a corner kick for us, or it's we tipped it out of bounds. So it is a corner kick for us. It was out of bounds off of the Saints. Looks like Burkhart in the corner in front of the net. Hit out of there by number 2. Blount. In front of the net again. Rubio down on the ground with it. Rubio throwing it over to the near side of the pitch here. Blount sends it back to number 16, Castilla. Jaguars have it again. Jaguars have been playing amazing D today. Little bump from behind. Number 11, Gallardo with that foul. Kind of a victim of circumstances. The Saints player pretty much stopped and was starting to fall, and Gallardo had no choice but to run into him. We've got a couple Jaguar players waiting on the sideline, ready to come in. Sanchez is going to put this into play, or is it going to be Martinez? Again, the two of them are both at the same location. Free kick from right in front of the Jaguar bench. Martinez leaves again. Sanchez ricochets it off of number 21, Burkhart. Umbuko charging down the far side of the pitch. Nice back kick. James moves in there. James puts it in front of the net. Saints gets it out of there. So Saints bringing it up. And it's going to be offsides. Alfaro offsides for the Saints. And I'm sorry for what I said earlier. I do like that rule now. So let's see if the Jaguars can do something here. They've been playing really strong. Not looking like that 1-2-1 team that the records show. Rolling out of bounds. Antonio charging it down. Here we go. We got a couple.
Substitution for Governor State University, number 17, Tyler DeWert, and number 19, Tom Clinner.
DeWert and Clinert into the game. Umbuko and Cuomo coming out of the game, getting a well-deserved rest. James puts it across the field. DeWert chasing it down, the fresh legs that just got into the game. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to chase it down fast enough. It will be Saints ball. Number 11 for the Saints, Lulick, he was grabbing his face. I don't know if he may have gotten bumped or hit, or he just was disgusted with his kick that he just did there. Saints controlling the ball. Jaguars got it out in front, sending it over to the side, and they're going to call yellow card, I believe, on Jaguars. Yep, yellow card on Jaguars, on Gallardo. Or I'm sorry, that's 17, DeWert. So Castilla. If you've been able to take a good look at the Saints uniforms, I just realized what the tops look like. They look like Wednesday from the Netflix miniseries and the Addams Family. I guess since you're a Christian college, you do wear a preacher collar. Ball out of bounds. It's going to be Holy Cross. Nice back kick by number 16, Cruz. In front, Jaguars in front of the net. Up and over. Jaguars bringing in number 15.
Governor State University, number 15, Lexani Gaines.
So Gaines in for the Jaguars. Gallego bringing it out. Saints going to take it back, but unfortunately send it to a white jersey. Barambas. James on the far side. Here he goes. It's amazing how fast James can be on that field, especially for such short steps that he takes. Rubio, nice drop on the ball. Ball deep. Jaguars defend it, but straight out of bounds. Number 12, Alfaro. Alfaro puts it into play. Still Saints. Jaguars got a arm in there and tapped the ball out of bounds. Saints setting themselves up. Jaguars look a little lost out there on what they're doing for a setup. In front of the net, it gets headed out of there. It's going to be Jaguars' ball. Think I may have seen a hold.
So is the new president in the building, or she was somebody they hired?
So, another
Substitution
replacement.
for Governor State, number 10, Mateo Matzo.
Mazzo's in the game. He's going to take James's place. James comes out with a big smile on his face. Guy just loves being on the soccer pitch. Out of bounds. I believe it's going to be a corner kick. Yes, it'll be a corner kick for the Jaguars. Clock ticking away at 16:22, 16:21, and 16:20. I believe it's Antonio down there, 23. Sends in front of the net, easily blocked by the Saints. I believe that was number 3, Sanchez. Front of the net. Saints getting it out of there. Jaguars have control, though. Nice little acting by the Jaguars. He may have gotten bumped, but there was a little bit of extra performance on that by number 8, Barambas. Rubio going to step aside and let one of his own players to put the ball in play. We're at 15 minutes left in this first half. Still no score. Jaguars passing it around in midfield, trying to find an opening. Nice grab by the Saints. Jaguars coming back the other way. Starting to feel comfortable to do all-out sprints with that ball. Little too hard on the kick and out of bounds. Bringing in the new replacements for the Saints. Trying to find out number 13.
13, Chung Guang. Number 27, Wyatt Kernohan.
Wyatt Kernohan, 27, and 13, Kwang Hong in the game. Number 13 wasn't on our original list. Apologize for that delay. We want to make sure all players get their names announced. Me being the father of 2 sons who play ball or perform, I definitely like to hear my kids' names announced at an activity or event.
Substitution for Governor State University, number 27, Anthony Acosta.
Anthony Acosta is in for the Jaguars. Eggard's putting in a few players here that have not had a lot of action lately. Clock is still ticking away at 12:40. So here comes Blount. Blount in play. So Jaguars. Masoli puts it in play. Over to Barambas. Barambas kicking it past the goal over to the other side. In front, but unfortunately up and on top and over the net. Couple more replacements coming in. Number 22, Nico. And number 2, Jericho Navarro.
Number 2, Jericho Navarro.
And my apologies, number 22 for Saints is Nico Coons. I thought I saw a T on the paper there. There's a shove from behind from the Saints player. Jaguar player down. Clock stopped at 11:03. A little bit of a discussion with number 12 from the Saints, or I'm sorry, 20. Can't see that. There it is, 27 actually. Having a discussion with the ref after that play. There's another shove by 27. Another player down. And another yellow card for 27, it looks like. It was the only person in the territory. And since our player is on the ground, I would presume number 27, Kenahan. Kenahan just came in the game, grabbed a quick foul down the pitch about 30 seconds ago, and then now draws the yellow card. Jaguar free kick. Ball in play in front of the net. Saints get it out of there, but Jaguars control it. No, taken beautifully away by the Saints. Nice interception. Number 13. And Gallego just puts it out of play. Everybody can settle up. But number 13, Chung Hong, he had a wide open area. The ball was taken from him once. He was able to retrieve it back. And then a second time, he got it back. Had a shot, but unfortunately Gallego got on the ball before Hong could get up to it. Out of bounds. Blount looked like he was going to take the ball. He now comes back on the field. Looks like it's going to be number 15, Vela. Vela getting ready to put it into play. Jaguars charge the ball out in front of the net. Gallego has it. It was headed by a Saints player. Gallego, though, it was a soft tap, so Gallego was able to grab it. Up and over the top for number 8. Number 8, Barambas, went up for Barambas grabbing his left arm. Clock stopped at 9:19. Barambas grabbing his arm actually went straight to the elbow. He went up for the ball, and the Saints player, I missed who the Saints player was, but come right underneath Barambas' legs and took Barambas down. So looks like the trainer is out on the field. We've got a 0-0 score with 9:19. This is Mark Robert. We're going to go ahead and take a 30-second break. This is Jaguar Sports Network, where the Holy Cross Saints and the Jaguars are at a 0-0 tie.
About a big hand for Martin Barambas.
Okay, so we're back out on the field. This is Mark Robert bringing you today's action. Matt Eggert is a little heated, talking to the ref right now. He was not liking that collision at all, preaching his case out there. It was, as I stated, if you did not catch, Barambas went under the legs. The ref moving down the field. I don't know if he's, nope, he's just setting himself up for the next play.
Substitution for Governor State number 14,
Pedro Mendez in the game for the Jaguars. Almost another swipe from underneath. And I'm not saying the Saints are playing dirty. It's just coincidentally the Saints charging the ball, Jaguars being highly aggressive, jumping to go after the ball, and Saints player catching them in the legs. So Jaguars into play. We've got exactly 8 minutes on the clock left in this game, in this first half, I'm sorry. Jaguars trying to find some room. Out in front of the net. Rubio going to grab it in front. Ball deep out in front of the net. Jaguars controlling it. Ooh, a very high kick with the foot. Very dangerous play. Nasty collision there. Two Jaguars players closing hard on the Saints player. Clock is stopped at 7:04. That's number 22 that went down, Nico Coons. A little shaken up, but two of the Jaguars player, I believe number 2 was one of them, Navarro, but him and another player just pretty much collided right into Coons. Just kind of looked like a sandwich from up here. 2 white pieces of bread with the lunch meat in between. Whistle again. Ref. They just stopped the clock. They're checking something here. The clock is stopped at 6:35. So Martinez is going to put it into play, although Blounce is off to the left. Martinez did kick this one. The last 3 or 4 free kicks, Martinez would be near the ball and runs off to another direction. Sanchez was usually taking the kick. This time Martinez was the only person around the ball and executed the free kick. Rubio stops the ball. Grabs the ball. Chased down by the Jaguars, trying to make sure Rubio could make a mistake. Rubio sure-handed in the net. Yeah, Rubio, I would presume, has been in the net either all or most of the time, but at least the Saints themselves have only given up 1 goal on the whole season. And that's in the conference, Mom, sorry. Yeah, the Holy Cross Saints have 15 goals for, 1 goal against. Governor State is sitting at 9-6. They have 9 goals for, 6 goals against. Ball kicked all the way up. Rubio has a very strong leg. Again, we've had some strong wind blowing south. The Saints are going north, and Rubio was able to put that ball halfway up the pitch. 4:46 on the clock, and we're stopped. We're stopped at 4:46. We do have two Saints players to come into the game. They've been standing there for a good 5 minutes, and I'm talking the clock 5 minutes, not a watch chronological 5 minutes. Saints in front of the Jaguar net. Jaguars trying to defend it. Jaguars showing some strong leaping ability in this game. Not only in getting up to get the headers, but also to get their leg up to kick. That little run alone had three players bringing their foot above their head to kick the ball up the field. Ball ricochets off a Saints player. Jaguars running it up. Back to midfield. Jaguars getting it out in front of the net. Saints easily headed out of there. Not far enough though at the moment. Player down for the Jaguars. Ref's pretty much just saying keep playing, or is clock still ticking at 3:25. He checks in on number 11, Gallardo, for the Jaguars.
Substitution for Governor State number 30, Gianni Vivero.
Gianni Vivero in the game for the Jaguars.
Substitution for Holy Cross number 7, Aiden Medina. Number 23, Fabian Velasquez.
Aiden Medina and Velasquez is in the game for the Saints. Number 23, Fabian Velasquez. It's interesting that for the last, the second half of this first half, if that makes sense, they've had a Saints player kick the ball instead of the goalie up the field. Rubio has stopped kicking it for the last 15-20 minutes of game clock. Two minutes left in this first half. Saints throwing it in, heading it up the field. Jaguars, though, getting up there, getting some air. There's a knockdown on number 16, and it is going to be our ball. That was Schlesinger that hit the ground. Jaguars trying to get something going. You got less than 2 minutes here. Got 90 seconds to try and get on the board for either team. And it looks like the Saints are off to the races trying to go after that point. Jaguars bringing it up. Saints. Oh. My goodness, number 10 Mazzo for Jaguars just about pulled Anthony Cruz's jersey off, and not a single whistle. 1 minute. So the Jaguars kick it back. Gallego going to take his time. Barking out directions. There he goes. Kicks. Look at that. Almost 80-yard kick down the field. Wind aided, I would presume, but I know Gallego's got a strong leg also. We're down to 30 seconds in this first half.
No counters, Cass. No counters, Cass.
Mazzo going to throw it in. 25 seconds on the clock. Mazzo trying to find some room. guarded by 3 brown jerseys, black jerseys. 15 seconds left in this first half.
10,
Saints 9, 8, Jaguars
7,
6, 5. Jaguars trying one last chance. Big deep kick towards the net.
1.
Rubio, it's out of bounds. And that is it. First half is over. Right now, Gov State Jaguars 0, Holy Cross Saints 0. This is Mark Robert. We'll catch you after the intermission for the second half. All right, everybody, this is Mark Robert. We're bringing you back. We're about to start the second half. We got about a 1:20 left. Saints are moving onto the field. Jaguars are getting ready on the field. Looking at some of the stats that we had today, we have got shots on goal. Shots on goal, Holy Cross had 6. And I'm sorry, Governor State had 6. Holy Cross had 3 shots on the day. Governor State has taken 11 shots. Holy Cross had 4. We've had some yellow cards out there today, and we had a rarity out there on yellow cards today. There was a yellow card given on the Jaguar bench. Abraham James received a yellow card by sitting on the bench and saying a few things maybe he shouldn't have said. We're getting ready to start the second half, but let's take a look at our food of the day, our National Food Day. Our National Food Day graphic is Fluffernutter. If you don't know what that is actually liquefied marshmallow, and it's usually eaten on a sandwich, sometimes with peanut butter, sometimes with chocolate. I've had it when I was a young kid. I can guarantee you do not need a Nutter sandwich. There's the buzzer for the second half. It looks like the players are out there, so we're going to send it back out to the action on the field. So this second half is underway. Jaguars, of course, are now going from the right to left on your screen, south to north. Wind is settled a little bit this second half. Hopefully that'll be a big plus for us. The Saints had to fight a really strong wind on that second half, or that first half. Jaguars, of course, going the other way, got to kick with the wind. As you may have seen at the end of the first half when Gallego kicked an 80-yard ball from the net from where he was to where the ball finally reached the ground, heavily wind-aided. But right now the flags are moving, but they're not as full staff as they were in the first half. Jaguars breaking away. Watching the shoot. Here we go. Going in front. Oh, stopped by the Saints. Saints Rubio grabbing the ball or trying to grab the ball. He also was on the ground. 3 Saints players jumping in front of the net and stopping that from going in. Jaguars, their best opportunity to take a lead in this game, and it comes for naught. If the Jaguars can win this game, it would be a great benefit, obviously, in the standings, because the Saints are sitting at 3-0. The Jaguars are at 1-2-1. Jaguars are sitting in the 7th. Again, there's still 6 games left, a lot of action to happen, 5 games after today. So there'll be a lot of action to do, but the Jaguars would definitely like to move up the standings a little bit. Saints player down, number 12, Daniel Alfaro. But if things stay the way they are, the Jaguars would be playing one of these undefeated teams that are, undefeated at this moment. We are sitting at a 0-0 tie at the moment here in the second half. That speaks volumes for the Jaguars because the Saints are averaging 5 in conference play. Yeah. So Gallego trying to put it in play, trying to find where he wants to go. He drops it. He's going to kick it a little bit himself. He's trying to tempt the Saints players to charge him. A little opening behind him. And just like that, the wind has now got flags at full staff. That kick made me look because it definitely straight up and then just started floating down the field. So Jaguars sending it up front. Ombuko in front of the net. Puts it out. Not sure if that was a shot or if he was actually trying a pass to Gallardo. Heavy whistle, but nope, we're about to play. We apologize for a little static going in here. Our signal got a little weak for a moment. It looks like it's getting strong. Speaking of strong, the Jaguars' defense looking really good there. Ball is out of bounds, though. According to my end, it looks like our image should be coming to you strong now. We're sitting at an all-time high of feeding those ones and zeros out to you. So it's going to be a corner kick for the Saints. Every time there's a free kick, this is the first corner kick for the Saints. Out into the center, Jaguars all over that ball. But I was going to say, anytime there's a free kick, the Jaguars tend to look like they're lost. It may just be the fact that there's a lot of new players in the game today, and so there's some instruction and directions needing to be made to get people in the appropriate location for a free kick, or in that case, the corner kick. Saints ball. Saints will have it at midfield. Blount looks like he's going to throw it in. Saints. Saints are right back in front, and there it is. It's a goal for the Saints. Number 12, Daniel Faro with the goal at 38-11. So the Saints are on the board with the first goal of the game.
Goal by number 12, Daniel Alfaro. Assist goes to number 2, Diego Blunt.
Diego Blount with the assist. He had the throw in, came out onto the field, and was able to then little bouncing around of the ball, putting it into play. So the Jaguars now find themselves on the short end of the scoreboard. Yet there's 38:05 left in this game. That goal has now livened up the Saints bench. The Saints bench, who has been very quiet all day, now being highly vocal out there. As we had told you earlier, or at least in the halftime report, Abraham James received a yellow card by being on the bench. Granted, I'm sure he said a couple words that the ref did not like. So Saints were trying to move in to get a 2-point lead here. Jaguars defended out of there. Wide open in the middle of the field. Jaguars bringing it up the left side of the pitch. Intercepted by the Saints. Saints again out front. Out of bounds on the far side. They're bringing in a couple subs, one for each.
Substitution for Holy Cross number 20, Pico Panatu.
Substitution for Governor State University number 16, Cassidy Schlesinger.
So Schlesinger back in the game for the Jaguars. So Matzo going to take a seat, and Lulick for the Saints will sit down. Two strong players on each side. Get a little rest to come in later in the game. Looks like it'll be a free kick for the Saints. Umbuko in front of the ball, defending. Ground kick there, all the way down. Ooh, kept in bounds. Very nice by the Saints. Unfortunately, the Jaguars took it over. There's a push from behind. Jaguars guilty of the push. Agnar looking to come into the game for the Jaguars, as well as Burkhart. Just under 35 minutes left in this game. Saints taking time, kick towards the net, and it's in! It is in! From the corner. That ball hooked, curved, bend, whatever direction you want to say, thanks to the wind. That was definitely wind aided, and for those of you who may be old enough, he bent it like Beckham. If you're not old enough to remember Beckham, first off, you should go back and check out some of his foot action and playing action. Right now, he's more famous for having an American twin in Matt Damon. But on the other hand, too, is if you like your movies, go out and look for Bend It Like Beckham, an excellent soccer movie about a young lady playing her best to be able to do the kick the way Beckham is noted. So the ref is having a discussion with the Saints. We're sitting at 34-41. It is 2-zip, ball in play. Rubio grabs it, throws it out to the side. Blount has it. Gallego, little dangerous play, running out there for the ball. Saints player came extremely close to put it around. Here we go, number 3, Sanchez. He's in the corner again. There it is in front of the net. Number 18 headed it towards the net. Xavier Fox, that shot on goal, stopped by the Jaguars. Stopping the clock. They stopped the clock at 33:19. We're going to have a penalty kick for the Saints. Number 12, Daniel Alfaro on the penalty kick. Gallego in net. I wasn't able to see what happened. I got blinded by a obstruction of the press box. Alfaro waiting. There's the whistle. There's the kick. Oh my goodness, that was a bad kick. Not sure what Alfaro was doing, but that was 3 times the net height over the top of the net. So clock's ticking, 33 minutes left in this second half. Jaguars there dodge a major bullet. Saints player gets tripped. Ref calls it incidental, keeping the game going. Here we go again. Number 12, Alfaro had it, but Jaguars got it away. Alfaro, he has it. He has room. White jerseys all over. It's going to be Jaguars ball. Alfaro tripped number 21, Burkhart. We're going to have a couple replacements for the Jaguars coming in. Gallego getting more and more daring in the net, cutting down the angle. I mean, it is a smart move, but one little mistake and the Saints are going to find themselves up 3-0. Clock is stopped at 31:41. Clock is stopped. There's the whistle. Ball in play in front of the net. Gallego tips it out of there. Plenty of black jerseys on the ball. Ball never made it near the net again. Number 5, though, Martinez. There we go. Substitutions coming in. If we can really quick, if we can bring up the graphic for our next broadcast. Our next broadcast is going to be this Friday. The women's soccer team will be playing here at Crown Point Sportsplex, a 7 p.m. game against Judson Eagles. The men's soccer played the Eagles to a 0-0 tie last week. And then if we look ahead for some of the great action we're having here, women's volleyball will be with us on Saturday afternoon. We're in front of the net here, Jaguars trying to get it out of there. Jaguars defending the ball. We'll get back to the women's volleyball action because they are on a serious tear lately. But we've got some heavy action there. James tried to pipe. There goes number 11 down to the ground. Whistle. Clock still ticking away. Gallardo, though, on the ground. It stopped at 29:41 now. Clock is stopped at 29. Let's take a look at that next broadcast coming up, if we can, graphic. The women's volleyball. They're playing Saturday afternoon at 1 p.m. All these games will be here on the Presto coverage, but they've got a game on Saturday afternoon, 1 p.m. But as we were saying, the Lady Jaguar volleyball team, 1, 2, 3, 4, they're in 5th place, actually tied for 4th in the CCAC. They're playing the Viterbo V-Hawks this Saturday. If you can't come out to the school, definitely tune into our broadcast. But the Jaguars are in 5th, tied for 4th at 6-3. They beat Trinity Christian the other night, the first time in 3 years that they Christian. And then they have won 4 straight home matches in the CCAC coverage. So Coach Reyes has got her team on a real tear, and they have been playing amazing volleyball. If you have not watched any of our volleyball action, first off, shame on you. Secondly, you have a time to be forgiven by watching this Saturday. Yeah, they will be going up against Viterbo. Viterbo, though, is 9-0, so they are the top team. So it's going to be a corner kick for the Jaguars. Nice soft kick. James has it now. They're not sure what they were doing there, but thought they'd maybe catch the Saints off. They thought they would catch the Saints off guard. Clock ticking just past 28 minutes. We're at 27:55. Here we go again. Jaguars going to put it into play. Put it in front of the net. James trying to head it in. He's saying it was off the fingertips of a Saints player, so should be a corner kick from us. And it looks like the ref has seen it that way too, because we're now going to have a corner kick from the other side. Gallardo going to put it in play. There it is. Ball go to James. James was trying to head it, but he was knocked down by a Saints player, number 15, Vida. So Jaguars keeping that ball down here for a lot of time. So they just spent the last 4 minutes down here, the Jaguars. Unfortunately came away empty. Jaguars, possibly good. Kick. Nice stop by Rubio. Saints ball. Alfaro walking with a little bit of a limp. He's the one that just went down, which made the stop and play. Martinez. Ball deep down, gonna roll, and it's out of bounds. It'll be Jaguar ball. And we're about to come up on 26 minutes left in this game. And yes, 26 minutes left in this second half.
Substitution for Holy Cross, number 23, Fabian Velasquez.
Fabian Velasquez, number 23, in for the Saints. Jaguars. Jaguars put it out of bounds and up towards Coach Eggert. I'm sure Coach would love to get into the game and show everybody how it's done, but unfortunately that's not allowed. There it is. It's another shot and in the goal. Number 20, Nicholas Paecho with the goal. Front of the net was pretty much wide open. Nobody there. Gallego trying one side.
Number 20, Nico Panadu. Give the assist to number 13, Chung Thong.
Chung Thong with the assist, number 13, but that ball went across the net. Gallego tried to turn around as the ball went past him, and Paecho was standing there ready to put it right in the net. One of the easiest goals on. So we've got 25-20 left in this game, and the Jaguars find themselves now down 3-0 in this game. Offsides. So deep down, being chased down by the Saints. Jaguars out of bounds. We've got 24-40 left in this second half, left in this game. That ball is way out of play. The Saints team doing a little bit of a trolling, if you will, off of one of our players. Our players kicked it out of bounds and kicked. The ball actually went out of the park, and the Saints players all in front of him cheered him on for such a beautiful kick. Sarcastically, of course. Ball's out of bounds. Saints player down. He's up. Clock is stopped at 23:24. And then we're back underway. Jaguars out of bounds. So it's going to be the Saints ball. Saints really not taking any effort to hurry this game. Don't blame them when you've got a 3-0 lead. Get that clock to keep ticking until it becomes your extra opponent on the field. Saints almost had a chance there to take another point on the board. Jaguars out to the far side trying to get this ball down the field. Saints sort of just playing kind of keep away. They're not exactly trying to rush the ball up the pitch. Blount, though, on the far side. out of bounds on the Jaguars. Blount will throw it in. Saints in front of the net, and now it's up on top of the net. Gallego has it down. Couple replacements coming in for the Jaguars.
Number 10, Mateo Matzo. And number 17, Tyler DeWert.
So DeWert and Matzo in the game. Jaguars running it out front. Jaguars trying to chase it down. Got held up, lost track of it there, number 21, Burkhart. Burkhart had some open green in front of him and lost a little bit of control over the ball. Saints player down, clock still ticking. Perchayo. Puts it into play. Saints swarming the ball, trying to cause a little chaos. Nice footwork by Matzo. Puts it up the line though. James has it. James trying to find an opening. Way out of play, out of the field, and completely out of the park, and maybe out of the actual park. Nope. Ball stopped in the middle of the parking lot.
And for Holy Cross, number 4, Anthony Panatu.
Anthony Panatu back in the game, number 4. With a name like that, I'm presuming Nicholas is his brother. Number 20 for the Saints. Ball's up front. Saints player takes a spill. Got some open space there for the Jaguars. Unfortunately, could not get it there, but it will be a corner kick. So, DeWert was down there, had a chance. Antonio going to do the corner kick. Antonio in front of the net. Almost. James just a touch too high on that. James tried to aim, but it was more of just a reach to try and kick that ball forward and hope with luck that it landed in the net. He had a lot of bodies in front of him. He found an opening, but just unfortunately a little too high on the angle. Jaguars, again, coming towards their net. 18 minutes left on the clock. Rubio gets it out of there really quick. Hong defends it nicely. The Saints. Saints are outnumbered by white jerseys, but they were able to control it. Jaguars now trying to, there's a whistle. It's going to be the Saints, the Jaguars.
Your job right now is to do the dirty work.
Number 4, Nasoli. I'm sorry, wrong team. Anthony Parichu with the foul. There goes DeWirt. DeWirt kicks it towards the net. Going to go way off right.
Fabian, just do the dirty work, kid. That's all you got to do. Stay in that pocket. Don't get caught high. Stay connected with the center back.
Saints going to put it into play. Castillo with the kick. So we've got 16 minutes left in this game. Number 25, Ash Raj, sitting on the sidelines ready to come in. His name has not been read at all today. So he's going to get his first action this afternoon. The Saints trying to find some room to move it up. So we've got
Substitutes for Governor State.
Number 20, Yahir Diaz. And number 25, Ash Raj. Substitution for Holy Cross, number 17, Dominic Castillo.
no.
Oh no, this is their real skin.
Yeah, but you have it over here. This is the one you gave me to change.
Oh no, that's wrong.
Clock is stopped at 14:35. Ball in by the Saints. Jaguars getting it out of there. James takes a slip, or he could have been off to the races. James only knows 3 speeds out here: fast, faster, and fastest. Jaguars still fighting hard. Jaguars down 3-0, but they have not given up the fight. Jaguars, far side of the pitch, out of bounds. Ball's in play. Nasoli and Sabai, another new name we have not mentioned today. Jaguars spreading it out, trying to find some room. Saints have been very good at swooping in on the ball wherever it's at. Saints have been showing a little more speed out here on the pitch than our home team favorites. Jaguars down, trying to do a Matzo trying to sell it to the ref. Didn't seem to work. So Jaguars trying to do something up the field here. Sabai puts it up there and gets reflected right back. Gallego way out to the side. Gets it back into the goalie box and grabs. Ball out of play. Stopping the clock. Stop the clock at
Substitution for Holy Cross number 7, Aiden Medina.
So is Blount going to put it in play.
Substitution for Holy Cross number 22, Nico Coons.
Jaguars up front. Jaguars trying to get something in front of the net. Pass. Oh, Rubio. Out. That goal was saved by an ankle.
Substitution for Governor State number 13,
Oscar Lopez.
Jaguars trying to get something down the near side of the pitch. Mazzo trying to find some room. Mazzo in front of the net. Jaguars still have control, but the ball didn't get anywhere near it at the moment. Out of bounds by the Saints. It'll be Jaguars' ball. Wind still strong out here. Full on left. Sabai trying to get it going. And Diaz is in the game. Number 20, Yahir Diaz in the game. Eggert clearing the bench, getting some experience with all his players today. We've read off of multiple names that we haven't seen before. Gallego doesn't move out of the net this time. It's going to be a throw-in for the Jaguars. Clock stop, 10:41. Player is down.
Substitution for Governor State number 27, Anthony Acosta.
So we still have so number 13 left the field. Not sure who came in for him. Ball in play. Stopping the clock again at 10:25. We're not sure why the clock is constantly being stopped.
Substitution for Governor State number 2, Jericho Navarro.
So Navarro in the game for the Jaguars. Gallego lining it up for the kick. That ball just goes up and just died. Out of bounds, still going to be Jaguars ball. Jaguar in play. Jaguar player number 27. Number 27, Anthony Acosta, tripped over the 30-yard line on the field. So Saints have the ball out of bounds. Put it in play. Deep throw Jaguars all over it. Again, ball out of play and almost out of the park. 8:50 left in this game. This clock has now become the official opponent of the Jaguars. The Saints have gained a 12th man on that field, and it's called the countdown clock. Ball out of play underneath the Saints bench. Took a little bit to get it out of there, but it is. Jaguars now have control. Cuomo all over the ball. He's got it. Cuomo slowed it down, but the Saints still have control. It's going to be offsides. Yep, offsides. 8 minutes left in this second half. Jaguar player down. Again, jumping up and the legs being taken out from underneath him. 23, Antonio. Saints have it in front of the net. Gallego grabs it. Gallego sends it out really quick to Antonio. He seems to be okay then. Control the ball. Nice move. Nice spin move there. There's a collision. Number 10. There's going to be a yellow card. Yep, yellow card. Mazzo first called for the foul for the hit. Then now he's been given a red card. Mazzo given a red card. He threw the ball at number 9. The gentleman he knocked down, Contreras, Isaac Contreras. He got knocked down by Mazzo. Mazzo grabbed the ball and threw it at him, more or less towards his face, while he laid on the ground. Antonio trying to plead the case, but that was a very clear violation from up here. Clock is stopped at 7:18. Ref telling Coach Eggert that he's got to head to the parking lot. Started the action, so seven minutes left in the game. We now have the Saints coach down there giving the ref an earful. Ref's pulling out he's got a yellow card in his hand, but he didn't hold it up to anybody. He's also jotting some notes. Clock is stopped at 6:54. Saints coach trying to calm his team down. Yeah, the ref finally put the yellow card back in his pocket, but he never held it up. The way the Saints coach is acting, a yellow card must have been thrown on somebody, because the Saints coach desperately trying to tell his team to settle down.
Oh, look at this. Look at this.
Shot out of play. Bringing in number 26.
Substitution for Governor State, number 26, Lair Boy.
So Antonio going to come out of the game. Gallego kicks it deep again, gets it to mid-pitch. Although the Saints controlling it. Possibly, oh, yeah, offsides. 6 minutes left in this game. Ball in play. Jaguars trying to get something on the board. Again, a couple more substitutions.
For Governor State, number 30, Gianni Vivero. And number 15, Lexani Gaines.
5:30 left in this game. Jaguars trying to get at least one goal on the board. There's Dimitri around the outside. Nice try. He's going to get called. He took a spill and took out the legs of the Saints player, number 15, Vila. Alfaro barking out signals. Deep, long kick. Head collision there. Clock stopped at 4:58. We're trying to find the foul and see what happened here. What we're going to do is we're going to get ready to take a 30-second commercial break here. So this is Mark Roberts coming from Crown Point. It's a 3-zip score, Holy Cross leading Jaguars. We're going to take a 30-second timeout, and we'll be right back. All right, this is Mark Robert. We're back at the action here. Jaguars are going after the ball. Number 4 is gingerly walking off the field for the Jaguars, Nasoli. He's the one that got decked right in the face.
Substitution, number 25, for Holy Cross, Sandro Lopez Torres.
Personally, I'm not sure what the ref saw. It looked like both players going after the ball, and unfortunately, the Saints player, the back of his head, as he went to try to hit the ball with his head, ended up hitting Nasoli right in the nose. Ball's up front towards the net. Saints defend it nicely. Jaguars, though, got back in charge of it. Rubio gets it out of their end. Saints put it forward. Jaguars trying to do something here. They played tough, and then once the second half started, it was like a whole new team. Clock stopped at 4:19. Another yellow card for the Saints. Number 4, Anthony Pacheco with the penalty. Number 26, Larboué. He took a spill and head bounced off the pitch. So Sabai letting the players get situated. There it is. Nice easy kick. They're going to go with the control instead of the deep kick. Coming up on 4 minutes, and 4 minutes left in this game. Jaguars going to need to be able to get a goal here very quick if they want to do something on this game. Deep down. Dimitri Cuemo has it on the outside. Sends it across the middle. Black jerseys all around it and get it out of there. Although Costa has it. Looks like he wants to put it deep. Costa wanted to put it deep, but he was told by one of his fellow players to send it to Sabai. Sabai in charge of it again. We're at 3 minutes left in this game. Dimitri controls as it keeps it just in bounds. Offsides on the Jaguars. .230 left in this game. Saints just taking their time, not going to rush it. Although he is going to kick it way deep, wind aided down the field. Just take the Jaguars more clock time to get that ball back up the field towards their goal. Going to be out of bounds, out of bounds. Jaguars going to throw it in. Quick move by the Jaguars to get the action going. A lot of white jerseys around the ball right now, which means there's a lot of dark jerseys down by the goal waiting to defend. Jaguars ball. Jaguars trying to find some room there. Saints still swarming that ball. 90 seconds left in this game. There's Sabai towards the net. Off the left, Rubio just watches it roll, stopping the clock.
Substitution for Holy Cross, number 27, Wyatt Kernoan. Who's the other kid went in? Substitution number 19, Michael Miller for Holy Cross.
.75 seconds left. Saints about to try to take it the other direction. 1 minute. This game going. This game going a little long. We're at 45 seconds. Out of bounds. It's going to be Jaguars ball. Gallego grabbing it quick. 30 seconds left in this game. This game worked a little long, went a little long today. We're going to wrap up a little quick here because we got students who need to get to class. That's right. Our students, we love them out here, but they got to be in class or they can't be with us. 10 seconds. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, and yellow card. Stopped the yellow card at 4 seconds. I think it may have been number 2, Blount. I believe it may have been number 2, Blount, who got the yellow card on that last shot. But interesting way to end the game. This is Mark Roberts coming to you from Crown Point Sportsplex, where Governor State Jaguars find themselves on the short end of a 3-zip score against Holy Cross Saints. Our next broadcast will be Friday night, 7 p.m., right from this field with women's soccer. And don't forget, women's volleyball on Saturday afternoon at 1 p.m. They are on a tear. I'm Mark Roberts, coming to you from Crown Point with Anala Bruce on the camera, Danny Chang in the studio, Chris Edwards. Will Stennis, and also Randall Spriggs. Good night, everybody, and have a good night.